Hey everyone, it's Jennifer Roberts here, and I am the Podqueen. Oh, yeah. Today I also have the podprincess.
That's
Chloe,
me.
That's you. This is my daughter, Chloe Roberts. She's 17, and I love her.
Thankfully.
Yeah, isn't that good? I'm
Yeah.
Such a good mom. I love my own daughter. Amazing.
She's nailing it.
I'm nailing it, that's right. So, Chloe, I want to talk to you today because you're kind of a famous author, right?
Super famous.
So, you wrote a book. What's your book called?
In English, the name is Who Is He? And it's basically a project I started when I was about 13 years old. And what I wanted to do was I started a project on Facebook actually, and I started writing daily phrases about what I love about God. And over the course of 4 years, every day I posted a phrase about what I love about God. And then I came kind of like an epiphany, like, wow, I have over 900 phrases. I should write a book.
Yeah.
So why not use content that I've already created over the course of moving to Brazil and that whole transition. And so I took those phrases and I added Bible verses to back them up biblically, and I wrote a book.
And it's like a daily devotional, right?
It's a daily devotional for 1 year, so it has 366 phrases. So
66, not 65?
Well, leap year.
Ah,
So I'm covering for leap year.
That's hysterical. I didn't know that.
She learns new things about me every day.
Every day, because you're a mystery. You're like an enigma, aren't you? That's good. So, why describe God?
Well, one thing that as I wrote these phrases on Facebook is that the descriptions of God are never ending.
Yeah.
That we can go on and on and on about describing about who God is, and that I could do this for the rest of my life and I would never get tired of describing who God is.
Yeah.
And I want to know God at a deeper level, and the way that you get to have a relationship with God is to know what He's like. So I wanted to, in the transition time of moving from the States to Brazil, I want to say, no, I want to go deeper in my relationship with God. So this was a practical way that I could do that.
So, I've been your mother your whole life.
17 years.
Yeah, you're pretty good, huh? And so something that we saw in you at an early age is self-discipline, motivation, drive. And there's a tenacity to you. And so you wrote a book. You were 16 when you wrote this, right?
When it was published.
When it was published. And that's impressive, already impressive. And as a mother, I'm super impressed and proud. But what I've seen in you that is even more impressive is your consistency in your relationship with the Lord. And so I've heard you say, sometimes I don't feel like reading my Bible, but after I do read it, I feel better.
Yeah.
And so, did you feel like these descriptions, were they an anchor for you in the midst of the transition of moving from the States to Brazil?
Absolutely. This was a practical way for me to connect with the Lord, because so many times it's like we have to have a relationship with God. We don't have practical ways to do it. So this was one of the practical ways that I could do it in the midst of my life completely turning upside down. And one thing I remember saying is that when I'm old and I look back at my life, I want to say that I love God through every season. And the way that we can love God through every season is having practical tools that we can use so that we connect with God's heart.
Which is amazing. So you decided to start this posting on Facebook instead of just posting you with your cupcake.
Well, I did that too. But
Or just multiple selfies a day.
no.
Not your style, right?
Not really my thing.
So it became a platform for you.
Yeah, it became a place where I could channel the revelation that I was getting with the Lord in the secret place and in the prayer room, that I could put it where other people could also use it to help them connect with the Lord.
And so, when you think about teenagers, and like, teenagers scare you, I know that, but hungry teenagers that are out there that maybe are watching this, what would you say to them? Like, how would you encourage them to grow in God?
I think one of the things that has really helped me, that other people have told me, is that just because you're a teenager doesn't mean that the Lord doesn't take you seriously in your walk with the Lord. Your teenage years are not an excuse for you to go around doing whatever you want, and it's a time where you can go deep in the Word of God, where you can have a life rooted and grounded in the love of Christ, that when you're an adult and you have to live through difficulties, you have a firm foundation that you can work upon. So being a teenager is not an excuse for you to do whatever you want. It's an opportunity for you to go deep in the Word of God. And I encourage all teenagers to do this so that you can help, that you can really go deep with God and your relationship can be rooted and grounded in the love of God.
It's pretty good. You're a pretty good kid. You're amazing. So Chloe, if someone wants to buy this book, and they're a Portuguese speaker because you only have it in Portuguese, what do they do? How do they get it?
Well,
funny you should ask, right?
Exactly. You go to fhop.com/store, I think, and it's on the store, and it's only 25 reais. It's cheap.
And so they can order it, buy it, and be blessed. This
Exactly.
is what Podqueen and the Princess think. Right here, Chloe.
Exactly.